646. Yeah. Line out first. Off there.
Good morning, everyone. So sorry I'm late. I was driving here and I passed an antique bookstore. I don't buy books, never had the patience. But I like the smell of stored history. I found an old biography of Gaius Appuleius Diocles, a charioteer in ancient Rome. Won 1,462 races in a 24-year career. Retrenched with 35 million sesterces. Do the math. That's billions. I looked at the numbers this morning. Ticket sales, they aren't declining. They're evaporating. The pay-per-view metrics in Mumbai and New York are tragic. We're bleeding capital because we're selling a sport to an audience that wants a gladiatorial event. We've been recruiting from the same 5 racing academies, picking boys who grew up in simulators. They've got talent, no doubt, but they don't have the hunger. The way forward isn't a marketing campaign or a new chassis. It's a total systemic overhaul. We are going to build a shadow league, a privately funded, zero oversight circuit that exists parallel to the public one. We aren't going back to the academies. We're going to the fringes. We're looking for the anomalies, the ones who've been shut out by the system we created. We are sure as hell gonna find the elite and the untouchables, the ones who are currently dominating the illegal circuits from Tokyo to LA.
And what of the image of the league? If we are recruiting from the sewers, as you say, won't we lose the prestige sponsors as well as the luxury brands?
Luxury is terrified of the edge, but it loves the view. Once we show them the authenticity of the struggle, they'll want their logos printed. Believe me, nothing sells better than impending mortality.
This isn't just a budget line item. This is an entirely new financial structure.
Precisely, Mr. Marshall. We must be surgical. It is a high price for the opportunity of absolute control, but it is an investment in the future of the species. By the time the season is over, the world won't be looking at a scoreboard. They'll be looking at a miracle, and we will own every second of that miracle. We sell the struggle, we sell the tragedy, and we monetize the wreckage. The new grid is going to be dirty, no doubts. It's going to be violent, and it's going to be the most profitable thing this league has ever seen. For the first time in 50 years, the audience won't know how the story ends, even though we will be the ones holding the pen. I'm not asking for a vote. I'm telling you the direction of the wind.
So, Mr. Winston, when exactly is the recruitment starting?
Perfect. Now they all on me cause of my style preference. I've been living for more, that's all my efforts. Headache on my worst shit, tops your best shit, guessed it. Putting me, but instead, pulling up, fuck it. My G's, huddle up, and we all plotting. We move in silence, and we all on call. Still running man, running back, while I run it back. Under, inside, my mind, you find what's in there. I've been on my grind, 8 to 8. I strive to climb, to find what's in there. Yeah, what's in there. What's in there.
I just rolled up a suit, let's go. But I'm back on the roof, let's blow. You feel like no my friend is, you're not able to do thought if I caught up the cancer, I can't do 10 toes, no, bro. Chill it for like no waiting day. I did it walk your processing babes. That one this off should be let's sleep, babe. I'm trying to catch it.
You're gonna lose the traction on that exit. Watch the way to transfer.
Not at all. I've been leading this pack since the tunnel. This AI doesn't know how to handle someone who actually understands physics. I guess the logic doesn't change just because the asphalt is made of pixels. When you're hitting those high-speed sweepers, your brain doesn't know the difference between G-force and the sheer panic of a frame rate drop. So, what's happening, man? What have you been up to at the garage?
I saw a guy today at the shop. drove in with this vintage muscle car. He was just seated there and talking to me about gas mileage. Told him, man, you don't buy a car like this for the mileage. You buy it because it makes you feel like you're the only person on the road.
Come on, man. Wait, did you actually say that to him?
Honestly, people are really funny. They spend all this money on these incredible vehicles just to drive them to the grocery store and back.
That's just life, Mark. Most people are scared of their own shadows, let alone 300 horsepower. They definitely want the look, but they don't want the heat. But seriously, you ever think about just opening up the throttle for real?
Every single day, Mike. Every time I turn a key in a customer's ignition, I feel that vibration in the seat. And I think, yeah, I could take this thing all the way to the coast and never look back.
Well, one of these days, the pond is gonna get too small. And when that happens, we're gonna need a bigger ocean.
Welcome, gentlemen. Thanks for coming. This place is a sanctuary. And the steak? Really amazing. It's delicious. It's deceptive. It's just pure art. Hold on a moment, please. Life, in its purest form, is a series of boring accidents. You wake up, you drink coffee, you avoid a car crash on the freeway, and then you go to sleep. People crave the accident. You want to know why? Because that's the only time they feel the gears of the universe actually turning. Gentlemen, believe me, we're not just building a race. Not at all. What we're doing is curating a collision. We're taking the most volatile elements, men who have been pushed to the very edge of the map, and we're putting them in a vacuum.
Honestly, you're talking about this whole grid like it's a social experiment.
It's a symphony, Mr. Marshall. A symphony of high tensile steel and human desperation. Now, think about the Roman Colosseum. You think the crowd was there to see who was the best swordsman? They were there to see what a man becomes when the exit is locked and the lion is hungry. They were there to see the truth. Out there, everyone is wearing a mask. But you put a man behind the wheel of a machine that weighs 2 tons and moves at the speed of sound, the mask doesn't just slip, gentlemen. It melts.
And the plan, the private funding angle, the board is asking questions about the return on investment for a ghost league, Mr. Winston.
The return is the myth, Mr. Noah. We are creating the first digital mythology of the 21st century. We're going to give the world 6 ghosts, and we're going to let them fight for the right to exist. We're going to show the world that in a system designed to crush the little guy can still set the whole damn system on fire if he's fast enough.
When the fire starts, how best do we control the burn?
We don't, Mr. Marshall. We just sit back, enjoy our steak, and watch the world realize that the grid they thought was holding them in was never really there to begin with. And to the ghosts, may they drive like they're already dead. Luzerne. Beautiful, isn't it? A city built on watches and banking, time and money, the twin illusions of the modern world. For 500 years, the people down there have believed that if they just look at their wrists or check their vaults, they are in control of their destiny. But you six, you know the truth. You know that real control doesn't come from a watch. It comes from that tiny space between your foot and the floorboard when you're pushing a car past 200 miles an hour. Here, in Lumen Advanced Industries, people out there think we just build car parts, high-tech batteries, and computer programs. Well, of course we do. But that's just the boring stuff. What we are actually looking for here, what I have spent billions of dollars trying to find, is the perfect driver. The modern world has gotten soft. Everything is about safety rules, speed limits, and insurance. The real art of driving, the pure thrill of a human being defying physics, is dead. But I am building a place to bring it back to life. A racing league that would make you go beyond the grid. I didn't choose you because you're nice guys. I chose you because you are outsiders. You're fighters who don't fit into normal society. Lumen has built 6 vehicles. They aren't regular cars. They are built specifically to match how your brains work. Look at Formula One. It's just a bunch of billionaires' kids driving computers in a circle. Look at street racing. It's just kids making noise in a supermarket parking lot. We are going to put you on tracks that don't exist on any map. And we are throwing away the rule book. No sponsors to please, no speed limits to watch. Just 6 alpha drivers, a closed track, and total freedom. Gentlemen, I'm not offering you just a trophy. I am offering you what you actually want. A chance to find out who you really are when you're moving too fast for your problems to catch up with you. The winner gets more money than he can ever spend, and a seat at the table with the people who actually run this world. Before we get to the end of this discussion, I like to be fair. So, does anyone have any questions?
You said these cars are built to match how our brains work, which means they're possibly tracking us. Every turn, every heartbeat, every reaction time. So my question isn't about what we get if we win. My question is about the data. What are you actually doing with the telemetry you pull from our heads while we're pushing your multi-million-dollar toys to the edge? I mean, a cage is still a cage, even if you call it a sanctuary.
A fair assessment, Leon. The cars will map your every reflex, but not to control you. The data we collect is the price of admission. Humanity is moving toward a world where AI drives the world and humans sit in the back seat. Lumen is fighting to keep the human element alive. You aren't being tracked, Leon. You are being downloaded into history.
Talking about the logistics of operating of the map, you said these tracks don't exist, and we're driving proprietary tech that the public won't see for a decade. Now, I've been around the block, and when cars go that fast, things can get messy. If local authorities decide to show up and crash a secret party, what's our cover? Do we end up in a foreign prison, or does Lumen have a magic button that makes the legal system look the other way?
Lumen Advanced Industries doesn't hide from governments. Governments come to us for their infrastructure. The tracks we use are completely private, highly secure corridors. We own the airspace, we own the land, and we have absolute clearance. You don't need a cover story, because as far as the world is concerned, you are contract consultants executing a high-level research project for a multi-billion-dollar tech giant. Legal liability is a problem for ordinary people, Jamal, not for us.
You keep calling us a team, a group of 6 anomalies, but you also said there's only one winner who gets a seat at the table. Are you expecting us to play by standard racing regulations, or are you leaving the track completely open-ended?
I am removing the standard restrictions because they limit your natural instincts. If your strategy involves aggressive positioning, outsmarting your opponent, or forcing them to make a mistake. That is entirely your executive decision. I am certainly not here to enforce standard racing penalties. I don't care how you manage the track, Michael. I only care who it is that crosses the finish line. I'd like y'all to walk with me. I've got something pretty interesting to show you.
Boss gang. Till. Let's go. Yeah. Spot night, high wine, 1.5, she fuck me twice. Baby life, Billy's that, I face the world, I'm a star. I own the game, pass me the crown. I'm steady thinking of a steady entry. Bank lots, new Givenchy, pigeon trips, down to China. Talk about rich about after partying. 6th floor, we're gonna cross tsunami. Spend some cash with my homies, what the point being?
Welcome to Lumen Advanced Industries, gentlemen. Every vehicle under those shrouds is a masterpiece of unrestricted physics. We didn't use steel, and we didn't use standard aluminum alloys. The chassis are a proprietary weave of carbon nanotube and titanium. The power units are advanced hybrid systems that don't just generate horsepower, they manage energy in a way that breaks conventional engineering rules. The most important part of these machines isn't the engine, aerodynamics, or the active suspension. It's the interface. Underneath those panels is the Lumen Neuralink telemetry. It connects directly to your helmet. It reads your optical inputs, your muscle twitches, and your neural responses. For the next 5 days, this facility is your home. My engineers are going to tune these machines to your exact biological specifications. You wanted a challenge, boys. You wanted to know what lies beyond the limits of ordinary life. It's right here. And right on cue, the high priests of the temple have arrived. Gentlemen, you can have the fastest car in the universe, but without a brilliant mind to steer the ship from the garage, you're just a guy driving a very expensive vehicle into a wall. These 5 individuals are the true architects of your performance. They are the best in their fields, pulled directly from the top secret research divisions of aerospace, defense, and championship racing. They are here to make sure your machines perform flawlessly. Gentlemen, this is Roman. Roman spent 15 years controlling logistics and safety for high-stakes endurance racing. He manages the grid, coordinates the sectors, and makes sure the parameters of the race are executed without a single hitch. If Roman says stop, you stop. If he says push, you floor it. Next to him is Olivia, our chief engineer. Now, if your vehicle handles like a dream at 250 miles an hour, you thank her. If you want to understand how a car can defy gravity, she's the one with the answers. Behind her is Cameron, our simulation and performance engineer. Cameron is the master of the virtual matrix. He knows your weaknesses before you do, and he tunes the car's software to make you faster than you ever thought possible. Talking about the absolute backbone of the pit lane, here are Skylar and Calvin together. They are the voice and the hands of the garage. Calvin is our head mechanic, a total savant with a wrench who has rebuilt some of the most complex power units on the planet with his bare hands. Skylar is our lead race engineer, running our elite communications network. Now, when the race begins, you won't be sharing resources. Each of you will have your own dedicated mechanic and engineer team assigned to your specific garage bay. Skylar herself will be personally taking the radio for one lucky driver in this room. So, there you have it, gentlemen. The machines are prepped. The architects are ready. Everything you see before you has been built for one single purpose: to see which one of you possesses the absolute will to conquer the rest. You have the ultimate crew, the ultimate technology, and a blank check to make history. The only question left is how bad you actually want it. Your old lives are over. Welcome to the grid. You know what's wrong with the world today, gentlemen? We've made everything too safe. We put warning labels on everything and think we're smart. If a man wants to drive fast, we give him a speed limit. We've taken all the danger out of life, and because of that, people have forgotten how to use their basic survival instincts. But you two didn't put $50 billion into Lumen Industries because you care about safety. This race isn't just entertainment. It's a test to steal something valuable.
Let's get straight to the point, Mr. Winston. The tech we put in these cars is supposed to read the driver's brains while they race. We need that data to build the next generation of military drones and self-driving systems. But in this case, I guess you didn't bring us professional drivers, Mr. Winston.
I gave you total control, total secrecy, and $50 billion of my board's money, Winston. I didn't do it to watch an illegal street race. I did it because you promised me these 6 specific drivers would help us build the ultimate machine intelligence. Now, the issue here is, if these drivers are too predictable, then our data is useless.
They are not predictable, Mr. Walter. The data you get from normal high-paid racing drivers is too clean. It's useless to your project, sir. Those drivers have too much to lose. They think about their money, their contracts, and their safety. But the 6 drivers I found, they are fucking desperate, sir. They have spent their whole lives driving to survive, where one mistake means a crash or a lifetime in prison. When you put a man like that into a car that reads his thoughts, his brain doesn't care about a corporate contract. And that panic, Mr. Walter, that raw survival instinct, that is the exact data you need to make your computer systems perfect.
And what if there are casualties, Winston? What then happens when one of them crashes trying to push the car too hard?
Then we get the perfect data point. To the public, it will look like a tragic accident during a private corporate test, but to us, we will see the exact millisecond human instinct overrides the machine. To build the perfect machine, sir, we have to push the human animal to his absolute breaking point. And these 6 boys will give us everything until there's nothing left. I bet you'd really love to see the monsters I gathered for your experiment, Mr. Walter. Hold on a moment, please, sir. I'd be right back.
He's a great showman, sir, no doubts, but I still have a little anxiety about the risk here. I mean, if one of the said drivers cracks under pressure or goes rogue, this entire underground operation could blow up in our faces overnight.
I understand, Noah. Winston hasn't built a playground. He has built the ultimate data cage. The moment they lock into those neural profiles, their survival instinct becomes our property. This project is going to unlock autonomous global dominance for the next 50 years. Have a little faith. Winston knows exactly what's at stake.
All right. Here you go. What you are holding in your hands isn't just paper. It's the blueprint for the next century of warfare. These 6 men don't know each other, they don't care about our corporate goals, and they have no idea they are about to become the foundation for global machine intelligence. So, let's start with a package deal. The Holloway twins, Michael and Marcus, nicknamed Stack and Brick, both out of Edinburgh. In the underground racing circuits, these 2 are legendary because they operate like a single mind controlling 2 different vehicles. Brick is a defensive wall on the track, while Stax is the offensive weapon who finds the tightest gaps. Their brainwaves are practically mirrored. When linked, they'll give us the ultimate data on how 2 autonomous military units can communicate and protect each other in real time without speaking a single word. Next up is Ellis Westbrook, nicknamed Switch. Ellis can instantly flip his driving style from smooth precision to hyper-aggressive madness the second he's under threat. He doesn't panic, he just shifts gears mentally. For your drone algorithms, sir, he provides the exact data we need to teach an AI how to instantly adapt from peaceful flight to unpredictable combat maneuvers. Then we have Malik Donovan, though on the black market circuits they call him Pernambucano. But hey, don't let the Brazilian football nickname fool you. It's a testament to his precision. Malik can manipulate a vehicle's physics the way a world-class striker controls a ball. He specializes in low-traction, high-danger environments, whether it's rain, ice, or loose gravel. This is Leon Langston. They call him Ghost, and for good reason. He operates in the shadows of the European night racing scene. What makes Ghost extraordinary is his spatial awareness. He slips through heavy traffic like a phantom, predicting the movements of other cars a full 3 seconds before they even make them. It's an uncanny, almost supernatural level of human anticipation. And finally, Jamal Thompson, nicknamed Vibes. A computer genius and a prodigy from the underground street grids of Los Angeles. When his Neuralink matches up with the Lumen chassis, it's going to be electric. He is our ultimate wild card, gentlemen. He will give us the raw, explosive limit of what a human mind can do when it's completely fused with a machine. There you have it, gentlemen. The 6 keys to unlocking the future of automated warfare. 6 separate minds, 6 completely different kinds of chaos, all ready to be mapped into your system.
It's an impressive collection, Winston. Almost too impressive. These men operate in the deepest shadows of the underground. No records, no digital footprints, no public profiles. How exactly did you get your hands on this much detailed classified information about them?
Because I didn't find them through a database, Mr. Walter. I created the world they run in. For the past 5 years, every major underground street race from Tokyo to Los Angeles has been quietly backed by my shell companies. I built the tracks, sir, and I set the prize pools.
One final question, Mr. Winston. I believe the drivers think this is just an exclusive race with a massive paycheck. What happens when they realize the telemetry equipment is tracking their every physical reflex and biological limit?
By the time they realize how much data we're pulling from them, they'll already be moving at 200 miles per hour. At that speed, Mr. Noah, they'll have no other choice than just try to stay on the track.
Very well, then. Make sure they stay on the track, Winston. I don't care how hard you push them, but I expect a flawless delivery. If these 6 drivers give us the data to dominate the global market, your name will be on the company wall. Just remember, a driver can be replaced. The 50 billion cannot.
Of course, Mr. Walter. You can count on me to get this done, sir. Welcome to the future of the industry. I guess we're going to see who breaks first, the men or the machines.
If you won't tell me, then just let me leave. How you gonna tell me that I'm switching when you make a nigga incomplete? Sometimes I hate you, then it's you I need. Rush to the head until I'm dead, you're my amphetamine. You're my amphetamine. Rush to the head until I'm dead, you're my amphetamine. You're my amphetamine. Rush to the head until I'm dead, you're my amphetamine. That's not what you might think. I need the rush. You those I trust. Cover up and inviting.
You know, I was quite wondering when my official driver was gonna show up.
Guess I had to come check out who's running my data. Well, I'm glad it's you though. So, how's it gonna be tomorrow?
Tomorrow's gonna be tough, Marcus. The asphalt will be burning by noon. If you drive like a crazy person, your soft tires will melt in 12 laps. Since the company assigned me to your car, I went ahead and adjusted your suspension to help you in the sharp turns, but you have to go easy on the gas. Tomorrow, you don't have the luxury of just being an anchor. The telemetry arrays we're finalizing tonight. They aren't just reading the car's tire pressure, Marcus. Trust me, it's heavy stuff for real. So, tell me, are you nervous?
It feels weird, honestly. I mean, tomorrow we are racing on a track that costs millions. It actually made me wonder, how does someone like you end up in a place like this? How long have you worked for Lumen?
4 years, actually. Right after I finished my master's degree at MIT, I had written a research paper on high-speed data transmission between computers and mechanical systems. Well, it barely got any views online, but a week after it went live, I got an email from Winston's personal assistant. 2 days later, a private car picked me up and took me to a high-end restaurant downtown. Winston was sitting there alone with a printed copy of my paper, a job offer, and a non-disclosure agreement.
Is this like a buyout case or something?
Well, pretty much. You see, when a guy like Winston offers you a top-tier salary and your own laboratory straight out of school, you don't say no, you pack your bags. Wasn't the sort of deal I could have turned down. So, big day tomorrow. The corporate bosses are walking the paddock with clipboards, and the head engineers are micromanaging everything. They've got millions of dollars of prototype equipment riding on your lap times tomorrow, and honestly, the suits are terrified of a crash. They're treating you guys like expensive glass figurines instead of drivers.
My brother and I, when we were 8 years old, living in a tiny apartment in Edinburgh, we had nothing. No money, no video games, no racing carts. But we found a rusty, broken metal cart frame in a junkyard. It had no engine. We had a big dream, a real promise. We told each other we were going to make it to the top racing leagues. We promised we'd do it together or not at all. But I guess the world doesn't care about promises made by 8-year-old boys. The money ran out before we even got started, and the doors slammed in our faces because we weren't financially able. So we raced on the streets. Because the streets don't care about money. They just care if you've got the guts to go fast. Look, Skylar, I'm pretty grateful to Mr. Winston for giving us these cars and this opportunity. But when I look at these computer sensors, I look at the way the bosses watch us, and I get a bad feeling in my stomach that this race isn't the dream we wanted. Maybe I'm just overthinking things. It's just everything here feels so controlled, you know? Back on the streets, you knew what you were fighting for because it was right in front of your face. But here, I don't know, maybe we're completely out of our depths, and if something goes wrong out there tomorrow, I don't care about the trophies or the paycheck. I just need to make sure Michael and I both make it across the finish line.
I totally understand you, Marcus. I really, really do. I'm glad they assigned me to you, Marcus. Look, tomorrow is a massive day for this company, and the pressure from the bosses is going to be insane. Everybody is stressed out of their minds, trying to make sure this launch goes perfectly. But when you're out on that track, I'm the one in your ear, and I'm the one reading your data. If the car feels wrong, or if you feel like the tuning is pushing you past your limit, you tell me. I don't care about the corporate stress, neither do I really care about making the perfect impression. Tomorrow, Winston owns the cars, but you, Marcus, you own the asphalt. My only job is to protect that bond, keep your foot heavy on the gas, and help you take that finish line together.
Thanks a lot, Skylar. I guess I'll see you in the morning then.
Everything is ready, sir. The final pre-race diagnostics just came back completely clean, all sorted out for sure. The mechanics signed off on the cars without a single question, sir. They have absolutely no idea what we uploaded into the drivetrain. The override script is hidden deep in the firmware, completely undetectable until the cars hit top gear.
Great work, Calvin. So, what of the drivers?
Completely oblivious, sir. They're probably in their racing gears right now. The moment those cars hit top speed on the straightaway, our code takes over. The board is already logged into the secure feed, watching the data stream in real time, Mr. Winston.
A necessary evolution, Calvin. Ensure the network stability remains flawless. I'll see you on the other side.
Understood, sir. Gotta get back to work now.
For over a century, we've been told the same lie about racing. We've been told it's a sport of machines. We talk about horsepower, aerodynamics, tire degradation, and downforce as if the metal itself is what commands the asphalt. But a car is just a beautiful piece of sculpture until one of you climbs inside it and gives it a pulse. Today, you are going out onto Le Mans. It's not just a track, gentlemen, it's a cathedral of speed. And at 200 miles per hour in the dead of the straightaways, the world changes. The noise vanishes and the crowd becomes a blur. You see, people think the greatest danger out there is mechanical failure. Well, I'm here to let you know that it isn't. The greatest danger is the moment your mind blinks and the moment you let fear dictate your line. Lumen built these prototypes to push the absolute bleeding edge of what is technologically possible, but code cannot feel the track, and algorithms don't have courage. When you are deep in the corner pulling G-forces that want to tear your lungs out, you aren't just operating a vehicle. Trust me, gentlemen, you are balancing on the razor's edge between chaos and perfection. You are definitely proving that despite every piece of data and every piece of advanced engineering we throw at these cars, the human spirit is still the most powerful engine on this planet. Today isn't about the company, and it isn't about the trophies. It's about that beautiful, terrifying space between the green light and the checkered flag. And in that space, you aren't just driving, you are fully, completely alive. Don't do it for the leaderboard, do it for the kid in the grandstands who is watching you today, realizing for the very first time what is humanly possible. Go out there, trust your hands, trust your heart, and show them who owns the asphalt. Good luck out there, gentlemen, and may the tides be in your favor.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to France. Welcome to history. And welcome to the 24 hours of Le Mans. Thousands of fans packed into the grandstands, millions watching around the globe, and you can feel the absolute electricity in the air today. Chris.
I tell you what, Bradley, it is absolutely deafening down there. Le Mans has always been the ultimate test of man and machine, a brutal 24-hour chess match at 200 miles per hour. But today, Bradley, the entire paddock is talking about one thing, and one thing only: the highly anticipated debut of Lumen Advanced Industries.
The tech giants have officially arrived on the asphalt. They've brought 6 brilliant drivers, a fleet of cutting-edge prototypes, and a level of advanced engineering that has the traditional racing world completely on edge. There is immense corporate pressure on this team today. Lumen isn't just looking for a podium finish, Chris. They're trying to completely rewrite the rulebook of what a racing car can do. They've invested years of secretive, relentless development into this project, and the entire board of directors is watching from the VIP suites right now, demanding nothing less than perfection.
It's the end of all the running, all the demons that been stunting all night. So spoke to God, he said I'm different, and he told me that my dad said I should go. I know I don't need forgiveness. I've been plotting, I've been scheming on my own. Lost some friends out on the road, but I never ever lost control. And so
the energy is absolutely boiling over right now, Chris, and it all comes down to this moment. The talking is officially over. The drivers are locked in, the fans are on their feet, and you can feel the entire motorsport world holding its breath. We are moments away from the green light, but first, a tradition unlike any other here at the Circuit de la Sarthe. Let's head down to the track as we honor the host nation.
Mesdames et messieurs, veuillez vous lever pour l'hymne national français, la Marseillaise.
Well, I had to take my headphones off for that one, folks. So when thousands of fans sing that anthem in unison at the Cathedral of Speed, it shakes you right down to your bones. Let's address the elephant in the room, Chris. What we're about to witness today has never been attempted in the history of the 24 hours of Le Mans. Normally, endurance teams rotate multiple drivers throughout the race, but today Lumen has entered 6 cars with 6 drivers and no scheduled driver changes. What's your take on this new introduction, Chris?
It's pretty much unprecedented, Bradley. Lumen says its highly classified neural sync technology continuously monitors each driver's physical and cognitive performance throughout the race, helping them remain focused under extreme endurance conditions. This isn't just a test of engineering. It's a public demonstration of technology that Lumen believes could redefine the future of human performance. And if they're right, history will be made.
And that is exactly what makes this so incredibly polarizing, Chris. You look down at that grid, and you aren't just looking at asphalt and carbon fiber anymore. you're looking at a high-speed laboratory. The purists in the stands are calling it madness. They say a human brain was never wired to endure 24 hours of constant, uninterrupted G-forces at 200 miles per hour. We are standing on the absolute edge of a brand new era. And these 6 brave drivers down on the tarmac are the ones holding the keys to the future. The grid is ready, the tire warmers are coming off, the crowd is on its feet, and the energy in this stadium is absolutely red hot. So wherever you are watching in the world, strap yourselves in, it's time to race. Absolutely flying off the line. The fight has officially begun.
Push it to the limit. Hold the line.
Look at Ellis. Out of nowhere, he dives late on the brakes and takes the inside line. That was an insanely aggressive maneuver this early in the race, and he snaps the lead right away.
Marcus, Ellis just took the inside line. He's got the lead. Do not fight him to get it back right now. I repeat, do not fight him.
He cuts me off, Skylar. He's pushing the engine past the limit. I can match his pace.
Look at your dash. Your battery thermals are already climbing into the yellow zone, and we have 23 hours left of this. We are playing the long game. Breathe. Settle into his slipstream and let him pull you down the straight. Do you copy?
Copy that. Settling in now.
Do you know why the racing authorities tried to stop us from using this track, Winston?
My best guess would be safety regulations, sir. Possibly standard protocol.
Safety is just the word bureaucrats use when they're terrified of being made obsolete. They weren't afraid of a crash. They were afraid of what happens tomorrow morning when the world realizes that a private entity now controls the most valuable real-time biometric network on Earth.
The moment these 24 hours are over, military contracts will be handed right to us. Car companies, tech giants, medical researchers. They won't just be buying cars, sir. They'll be paying to use our technology.
Governments spend tons of money trying to figure out how humans react under extreme pressure. They run tests, simulations, war games. And yet, all we needed was a track, a green light, and millions of people paying us to gather that data for us.
Well, I believe the best place to hide a revolution, Mr. Walter, is right under the spotlight.
Can't agree more, Winston. Let's just make sure the show stays on script. The world is watching.
gas, yeah, the past is a past. I've been going crazy, so you know I'm moving fast. I've been going hard, man, it's all in the plan. Yeah, I hope this shit gon' last. Yeah, talk less and I'll do more. Going around, so I convert to a two-door. Nonsense, cut them off like a tumor. Yeah, there's no problem with solution. Trying to real it, yeah, my style is different. Check out my ledge, I'm going to finish it, and then I'm done with the diligence. I'ma try to let my niggas win. Time me go handle the dealerships. Now they be talking like I'm a shit. Remember when they wouldn't let me in? Yeah.
160 in the morning speed. Way I keep it, that you can't believe it. 23 vision if I see it. Sky high to the moon, let it bleed. Little faster, I'm all night to 6 in the morning. I'm all night to 6 in the morning. I'm all night to 6 in the morning.
I've been rapping some bad better, so they do wanna ask that. Never wanted to smoke with a ball, now they tryna kick it like Van Damme. All the time they all on me, saying they rock on me. They tryna go, but they get a fall from me. Life is a mosh pit, you're gonna stomp on me. Two-face, yeah, you a lame. When I hop on the beat, and you know it's up. Two legs, but you change, tryna run up with me, and you know it's up. Running man, never running up. Took us on me, you double up. She be saying we falling off, but that nigga don't fall in love. That's why I gotta fuck it up. Full tank in the gas, if it's in my way, in my head. And she throw his back with a leg on her ass in her leg. I just wanna win, don't forget my sins. I never pray, never facing past, always chasing bags. I never will.
It's morning already at Le Mans, and as the dawn light sweeps over the Mulsanne, you can see the sheer brutality of what these drivers have just endured. 24 hours was never meant to be comfortable. The human body simply isn't engineered to hold this level of hyper-focus for a full day. They aren't just fighting the track anymore, Chris. They're fighting their own biology.
Honestly, at this stage of the race, Alex, adrenaline is completely burned out. Every single lap is an absolute war against exhaustion, fading vision, and whatever this neural sync framework is doing under the skin of these drivers.
Something's wrong with the rock.
Marcus, telemetry says hydraulics are at 100%. The computer shows zero resistance. Are you sure it isn't tire degradation or fatigue setting in on the front axle?
I know what my hands are feeling. The steering wheel is broken.
VCU logs are desynchronizing. Car number 10's steering angle and the actuator outputs aren't matching up. That's weird.
Run a quick diagnostic pass on car number 10's bus feed. I believe his telemetry interface is probably overheating right now.
It's not just car number 10. Cars 17, 3, 16, and 12 too. Their throttle maps are fluctuating on the exact same secondary ping.
That doesn't make any damn sense. The master server is locked down. Nothing on the grid should be receiving an external ride signal right now.
Massive mid-corner twitch. Look at the carbon fiber flying off the side pod. Ellis managed to gather it back up, but he is fighting that car with every single muscle in his arms right now.
23 hours and 59 minutes of punishment, all coming down to these final few corners. But look at these lead cars. They look completely unsettled.
I've never seen a lead pack look this twitchy on the final lap. Every single chassis is fighting its driver through the turn-in. You see the noses pushing wide, the rear end snapping out on exit. It's like the balance on these machines just completely vanished over the last 20 minutes.
It is a nightmare out there. 24 hours of heat cycles, battered suspension, degraded aero, and completely shot rubber. These cars are literally shaking themselves to pieces on the tarmac.
This isn't about setup data or telemetry anymore. This is pure, raw, human survival. You are watching drivers fight their own steering racks with raw muscle just to keep these machines pointed straight.
I want you to take a deep breath and listen to me, Marcus. It's not the rack.
What are you talking about?
The predictive braking bars flashing in your visor right now. None of it is real. The server is feeding you fake entry speeds to force you to lift.
Skylar, if I ignore the telemetry, I'm turning into a blind corner at 200 miles an hour.
The screen is trying to sell you safety, but it's keeping you in a box. You've logged 20 years on raw tarmac before that software was ever compiled. You know the weight of the car in your hips. You know where the grip is before the tires even chirp. Stop driving their code. Stop letting a server decide when you're allowed to win. Drive what you feel. I know you're confused right now. I know every alarm in your head is screaming that you can't do this without the data. But look at that screen, Marcus. It's selling you safety while it strips away your edge. Stop asking the computer for permission. Trust the same thing that got you out of the karting tracks when you had no telemetry. Trust the same thing that kept you alive in the torrential rain when you were driving on pure vision. Forget their code, forget their numbers. Trust your instincts, Marcus. Trust your hands. Trust you. Now, turn the noise off and drive.
24 hours of brutal endurance coming down to 4 miles of tarmac, and the leader is under immense pressure. The gap at the front is shrinking by the second as the chase car carves through the tarmac with relentless aggression.
Look at the sheer violence of these machines. Both cars are dancing on the razor's edge, sliding through the high-speed sweepers, snapping under heavy braking, and throwing all telemetry out the window. The leader is defending desperately, but the hunter behind is taking terrifying risks, breaking meters past the limit.
Side by side through the final complex, neither driver is backing down. It's pure, raw instinct on the limit of adhesion, wheel to wheel at 200 miles an hour as they blast toward the stripe.
There it is, the checkered flag waving. They are side by side out of the final corner, doors nearly touching, flat out to the line, and almost a photo finish at the stripe. He's done it! Marcus wins the 24 hours. Unbelievable! Against all odds, and against the machine itself, human instinct reigns supreme on the highest stage!
24 hours of punishment, 4,000 miles of asphalt, and it all comes down to one man refusing to lift off the throttle. Marcus defies every law of endurance racing, conquers the tarmac, and writes his name into the history books.
So, say make I dance, I go dance. Say make I move, I go move. You say my dancer therapy all tonight. I need to cure your crazy, yeah. You say my dancer therapy, my baby. I need to cure your crazy, yeah, yeah. You say my dancer therapy, my baby. I need to make you happy, eh, eh. Oh no no. Oh yeah. Oh yeah yeah. Makes you happy. Situations, abominations. When me I find myself, me go dance and party and throw my pains away. If I dance, you go dance. If I move, share, you go move. If I dance, you go dance. Give you that dance therapy. Me needing your cup in your matter the economy, baby girl, you go dance. Me needing your cup in no matter the economy, baby boy, you go dance. Whether not pay, whether not pay, we go again, baby. Whether not pay, whether not pay, we go again.